In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how sign and graphics professionals can use Spike. Spike is an award-winning laser measurement solution that allows you to quickly and easily measure and estimate signs simply by taking a photo from your smartphone or tablet. The way the Spike solution works is that the Spike laser device attaches to the back of your smartphone or tablet. To use Spike, position yourself as perpendicular as possible to the object you are measuring. In this example, I am measuring a building frontage for a sign. Then open the Spike mobile app, which is free to download for iOS and Android devices. Next, connect to your Spike laser, which connects via Bluetooth. From the main menu, I select New Photo Measurement. Then I'm going to point the laser at the surface I want to measure. On the screen, you see the distance that I am at from the wall. Then I take a photo. Now that I've taken my photo, I can actually leave the site and measure later when it's convenient, or I can keep taking photos. All that measurement data is stored with the photo here in my Spike app. Now, if I am ready to measure, the first thing I have to do is correct for angles. You are almost always at an angle to what you are measuring, especially in signage. So the way we correct for that is simply by drawing a rectangle on the same plane and surface that we are going to measure along. I hit next, and then I take my finger, tap and drag on the screen, and I can draw the sign that I would like. I can zoom in, and you'll see that instantly my height, width, and square footage are calculated for me. We can also do that in meters, centimeters, and all inches. I can drag these points to manipulate whatever I want. I can also add points to draw whatever shape I'm looking to do. So I don't have to measure just rectangles and squares. I can also do additional area measurements, such as this space here to the left. I can do linear measurements, such as the total available fascia. Now you'll see that in the upper right-hand corner and left-hand corners, a little zoom window pops up that helps me with the placement of my points. Once I've done that, I hit save. After saving my photo, I can now view all the details of the measurements I just took by tapping on details. I can see my area, my additional areas, lines, how far back I was positioned. I was 138 feet back, as well as location data. Now at this time, I can hit edit and I could remeasure, or if I'm done, I can then go to export. My export options are a PDF report, which will include this photo and a table of all the measurements, a zip file, which is an archive file, a KMZ, which is a positioning file that you can use with Google Earth, or a JPEG. Lastly, I can upload to the Spike Cloud, which I will demonstrate next. The Spike Cloud allows me to view, measure, and export that Spike photo, but all from the comforts of my desk. This means that a salesperson could be in the field using Spike, uploading the photo to the cloud, and then a graphic designer at the back office could log into the Spike Cloud and export the files they need to do their design or take additional measurements. To access the Spike Cloud, visit ikegps.com and go to the customer login area and then click on Spike. At this time, you can choose to either sign up or log in using an email and password. Anybody who purchases Spike automatically receives a free basic account to the Spike Cloud, and that gives you a lot of measurement capability. Here you can see the photo that I took when I was out in the field, and I'm going to click on it. I can do a lot of the same measurements I did in my app here. Here's where I've corrected for angles. Then I can come in and take all my measurements. Same thing, I can move individual points, or I can add points. I can add additional areas as well, or lengths. But let me show you our export capability. I'm going to go to Report. Here are my different export options. I can export a PDF report, which includes this photo and the table of measurements. I can share a URL. This could be shared with a customer, for example, and when they click on it, they can instantly see that PDF report. And lastly, we have 3 different JPEG export formats. We've got one with the measurements, one that is clean, image only, and then our most popular export is the scaled image. And what this is, it is a 1-to-1 scaled and deskewed image. So when you download it, you can then import it into Adobe Illustrator, CorelDRAW, Flexi, LED Wizard. Your designer will see it's scaled, so they don't have to manually scale, and it's been deskewed, so your designer doesn't have to use Photoshop, for example, to try and flatten out the photo. Now do note that our scaled image is part of our Pro plan, which is an optional upgrade for the Spike Cloud. This concludes our Spike demonstration. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us.